that workflow activity view that you were showing there, how does that relate to the Copilot?
Yeah. Okay. I'll share again. Here we go. Thank you for the questions. Keep them coming. But basically, workflow activity is a pretty nice one because it helps you understand what you're working on, what you're copying and pasting, and just the way you're interacting with your pieces drive. So you can see, if I'm updating things or if I'm referencing things, what am I searching? And it really just kind of captures that like super subtle usage of the material. And so from there, we can actually not only embed all of your workflow activity so that the Copilot can understand what you were doing yesterday or where you left off, but we can also understand what is most important from a perspective of retrieval augmented generation. And so using, the searches and the references and the shares as proxies for relevance to your current workflow activity is a nice thing. Just making sure automatic retrieval augmented generation is better. And so, yeah, pretty soon, in I think like 2 or 3 weeks, you can say, hey, what was I doing yesterday? And it'll pick up exactly where you left off. I'll add one last thing, and this is coming out, towards the middle of Q4, but it's this context of, or this concept of proactively saving things. So we've talked a lot about how I can copy and paste things. I'll show you an example real quick into pieces. So, we wanted to make that a lot better, but people don't often think to, go ahead and copy and paste. So, for my notes today, this is what you do. You paste it in, it's going to do all that enrichment. It's going to tag it, add all that context, etc. But in the future, things will be automatically saved in an invisible layer that we call ghost assets. And those ghost assets will be materials, people, links, and so on that were either generated in a conversation, not actively saved yourself, but are there. And so as you're going from the browser to the IDE to the collaborative space, we're pattern recognizing important materials. And we have a pool of roughly 200, 300 ghost assets that are always decayed and re-ranked to provide automatic retrieval augmented generation. So pretty crazy stuff going on with workflow activity and proactive saving.